revolution.
Finally home from work, right, buddy? Sit. Nice, buddy. Good boy. Otto absolutely loves his ball. What do you say, guys? Do you say that I play with the pup? Well, as you guys can all see, Otto persuaded me with his incredibly good looks. What do you say, buddy? So I need to squeeze past the truck, which as you can see is not that bad of a deal. Gotta come around the driver's side here and jump in and get this thing pulled out. Jesus, my garage is a mess. The sacrifices that I make to keep that thing in here are completely worthwhile. What do you guys say? So I need to move all of that to get to some stuff that's back there and to get to that so I can take pictures of those things here. Absolutely loving this new camera. This thing rocks. I want to bring this thing around with me every single place that I go, but I don't do that because my life's actually not all that exciting. So I now have pictures of the CRF450. I'm going to email this guy, but hey, to anybody else that's potentially interested in this thing, it's still available, guys. So first come, first serve. You know me. I keep really good care of my vehicles, and same premise applies to the bike. So if you're interested, this could be yours. Walking out to the vehicular here to take off the flagpole mount because I've been flying the shit out of the flag and it is starting to fall apart. I don't know what you guys think about your utility box, but that's my utility box. There's always the tonneau cover as well. So I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to be doing this weekend. I think that I've got something up and coming that I'm going to be meeting up with a buddy who has a twin turbo Denali. So we're going to head up there. I think we're going to meet up with him. I'm going to get some footage for you guys, try and do a little bit of a review. So looking forward to that, guys. Stay tuned to that video. Also, I am coordinating with Mr. Mike, Street Speed 717, as you guys all know. We are gonna coordinate, guys, to try and get a video out to you all next week at some time as well. So stay tuned for that, as I'm really excited to bring it all out to you guys, because you guys are all absolutely awesome. Let's talk about getting your vehicle sponsored. Legitimately, one of the biggest struggles of owning two cars and going back and forth between those cars is A, having constant sets of keys in your pocket and trying to find the right set of keys. Here they are. And B is moving all of the different things that you need between the two vehicles. What's up, YouTube? Let's go into the fundamentals. Let's say you are a business owner. It's a small business and you're looking to grow it. What's your number one priority? It's probably brand recognition. Brand recognition is what makes your business known. It's what people associate to your brand. It's what people associate to your product. It's what people reference whenever they might need something that your company offers, whether it's a good or a service. So the first thing is brand recognition. So when it comes to sponsorship, you need to realize the big merits that companies see in acquiring, let's just call it an apprentice or a sponsorship participant. So you're a business owner. Let's just run this scenario by now that we understand that brand recognition is at the forefront of what business owners want to get out to the world. So you're a business owner and some guy comes along and he says, hey, sponsor my vehicle. The first question that you should rightfully ask as an articulate business owner is, well, what's the value that you're gonna provide my business and me as the owner of this business, because if I'm sponsoring you, that means I'm taking a hit on my margins, or let's just say, for lack of a better business associated term, I'm taking a hit on the amount of money that I can make on my products by giving you A, a discount, or B, something for completely free. I need to see some sort of a rate of return on this investment strategy that you call a sponsorship. So what you really need to do is you need to add some sort of inherent value to said business owner. That way, they look at you as a marketable medium to go out to market or to obtain new business. So let me tell you guys a little bit about how I got sponsored. Let's backtrack to like 2 years ago when I went out and bought the Duramax. Basically, guys, I had fired up a small Instagram that I was sharing a lot of my Evo build with. I had an Evo 10, for some of you that aren't frequent followers of the channel. It was a 2011. It had some nice modifications to it, but it never really gained any sort of Instagram traction because the Evo was already somewhat saturated. It was a car that was released in 2008. That body style, at least with small iterations, continued through like 2015 or 2016. So getting out to Instagram wasn't really a good time to go to market from a socialization perspective to try and augment or facilitate some sort of a social gathering, because all of those people already occupied all of that space. So what I decided to do was, when I got my Duramax, I was one of the first to get the new body style, and I was absolutely one of the first to begin modifying it with a handful of other guys, one of them being D-Max Rhino. As you guys know, he's my Southern California proponent. So what I decided to do was fire up an Instagram. That way people could begin to trace this new body style and the modifications that I was gonna put it through. And come to find out, not surprisingly, a lot of people were very, very interested. There was a lot of inherent interest in what I was gonna be doing to this truck because it was a new body style, and you guys can all relate on the excitement that carries out with seeing one of the new body style trucks modified. A lot of you could also relate to probably the 2017 Illumi-Duty, as I call it, or the 2017 Super Duty Power Stroke. So fast forwarding 2 years, guys, we're at 36,500 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, because not only do you allow me to love what I do even more from a vehicle enthusiasm perspective, but you also allow me to share what I love with people that love it just as much, if not more, who knows. So that's really, really cool. And it's not the fact that, oh, you know, I'm Insta famous, or, you know, I have this large inherent following. It's just the fact that I get to engage with people that are like-minded, and ultimately that's all I really enjoy at the end of the day. Should I go left or right? 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 Going straight. So about a year ago, and let's just say 20,000 followers later, companies actually began to approach me because they saw me as a great go-to-market strategy. Because in all honesty, guys, a lot of you that follow me both on Instagram and on YouTube have a ton of interest in trucks. If not having the interest in trucks, you're probably a truck owner yourself. So a lot of what businesses see is the fact that if there are personal testaments to the quality, to the performance, to the reliability, to whatever it might be, to the looks of a specific product, the thought is that you might feel more confident in purchasing it rather than just going out to, let's just say, a forum or some other sort of information medium to find the information yourself. So what was pretty cool is I got my first sponsor about a year into having the Instagram and about a year into having the truck. Now, for all intensive confidentiality purposes, guys, I am going to refrain from disclosing the information about those sponsorships, because some of the contracts that I have binded myself to and I've given my word to state that I will not go out and disclose the exact sponsors or the amount of money that I receive off of said products or services. Now, what does a proposal look like, you might ask? And if you're not asking it, you should ask it, because it's a good question. A sponsorship proposal is basically an inquiry and or a solicitation that goes out to said marketing department at said company that basically attracts them through some sort of a pitch or a sale through text, i.e. email form, stating that I have different ownership of certain social mediums. Let's just use example YouTube or Instagram. And again, guys, this is if I'm going out and soliciting my own sponsorships to inherit some sort of discount or free item on behalf of some other company. So basically it looks something like this. Hi, my name is Jack, my last name. I own a 2015 Chevy Duramax. Over the course of 2 years, I've worked with multiple companies such as yourself to evaluate the different merits of your product. Now, to date, I've evaluated not only your product, but other products that are similar in your competitive space, and I feel as if you bring a superior product to market. What interests me most in your company is XYZ. What interests me most in your product is ABC. Name it out as need be. Then you need to articulate your point to say, okay, great, that's awesome that you're interested in the product, but now what can you do for me? I.e. going back to that brand recognition thing. Now, marketing is not A, cheap, and B, easy by any means. You're trying to get in front of the customer, so basically you're taking guests or you're conducting different market research through different analytical tools or different consulting agencies to understand who all of really you guys are, the customer, or me, the customer. So what they see this as is a low-cost alternative to take a little bit of a hit or a decreased margin on their product, whether it's they give you a free product or they go out and give you something at a discount, a nominal discount, which would be a small hit on their profit margins, to ultimately test out A, your credibility, and B, the viability to actually increase business traffic for a said product in a said market. And what companies really love is the fact that you, me, is somebody that could go out to market, leverage their product, speak highly of it, and actually give it real world benefit or real world merit out in an application. So at this point, guys, I've actually developed relationships with over 10 companies that sponsor the Duramax, and now I've actually got 2 companies that sponsor the WRX. Now, some of you can speculate on what companies might sponsor me and what might not sponsor me, and that's all good. Unfortunately, I will not disclose that information. See you, buddy. Now, from a capitalistic perspective, guys, you can imagine that I have saved a lot of money throughout the different sponsorships that I've gathered. But what you need to realize is, when you get a sponsorship, you are almost working for that person for said obligations or terms and conditions. So yes, I have saved money, but it's not like it's once you get this sponsorship, it's just over. You're a constant ambassador for all of the different companies that you represent. And in exchange, they continue to provide the merits to you, which is basically discounts on their product or a free product. Dirty L5P. All right, so now let's transition the conversation a little bit here. So yeah, the truck sponsored, that's great, fine and dandy. But yes, guys, I have saved tons of cash. Now you can imagine building a diesel truck is not anything cheap, and you know, holistically speaking, building any sort of a car or a truck or motorcycle is not cheap at all. So yeah, I've saved thousands of dollars, guys, throughout the different inherent responsibilities that I've accumulated throughout this sponsorship program. And ultimately, at the end of the day, what really excites me is not only the fact that I've saved myself thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars throughout the different builds that I've jumped into, but it's also the fact that I'm helping companies that are out to just make something that you guys love even more enjoyable. At the end of the day, these companies are out here, A, to, you know, obviously make a product and create a profit, but it's also to just spark even more enthusiasm in what we all love, which is not keeping anything stock and voiding as many warranties as we possibly can in the short amount of time that we have on this planet. You know, while we're out here, guys, if you haven't seen the video of me doing a burnout with my stock tires, you absolutely have to go check that out. That is this video right here. Head over and check it out. I actually don't know if it's on this side or it's on this side, but either way, you guys got to go check that out. Let me show you the carnage. There they are. So to any of my potential sponsors watching this video, guys, thank you so much. I continue to absolutely love working with every single one of you. It is an absolute pleasure to be a representation of your company, and I look forward to continuing to grow together. Now, speaking of the camera, I'm really loving vlogging with this thing, but I think that I need to go out and get myself like a nice 10 by 18 millimeter lens, which will provide a little bit of a wider frame of view for you all and for me, which would be nice because I have to hold my arm really straight to get you all to see a majority of this ugly mug. I just wanted to thank you all for watching this video today. I hope that you all learned something, you know, from a business perspective, as well as, you know, just general knowledge perspective. Everything in today's day and age, guys, is all articulated around, you know, what's in it for me, what's the value for me. And with no surprise, there is an insane amount of value that is derived from social media today. Not only do people get it to inflate their egos and, you know, create these alter personas that, you know, you meet people and they're like not talkative in person, but they're like constant blabble face on, you know, their Facebook or whatever the case is. But there's also tons of business sense that is made out of social media. So if you have some sort of a following, or you have aspirations to go create an Instagram for something, at the end of the day, guys, share your passions. And for anybody that ever challenges you on doing what you love, you might want to reconsider how close you are with that person, because at the end of the day, they're just a hindrance to where you might want to go and who you might want to become. So what I encourage you all to do, and what I challenge every single one of you awesome viewers to do, is do what you love. Go out and create what you love. I'm not anywhere near creating everything that I want in life, but I think that I'm on the track to do it. And even if this isn't the track that's going to lead me to my nirvana, at least I know that I'm doing everything that I can do every single day, and I'm doing what I love, which at the end of the day is absolutely all that matters. So like I said, guys, I challenge each and every single one of you to do something that you've been wanting to do for a very, very long time, but you haven't acted upon yet. You never want to reach the point in life where you look back on something and say, wow, I wish. Never ever do that, because then you're going to carry regret with you for a long time. What I'd actually rather see is you go out and try something and fail. That way you can learn from your failure and then structure your next strategy to go out and do something maybe again for the next time or the second time, or something completely different with the learning of failure. Because the only way that you really learn in life, guys, is to learn constructively forward, yes, but to fail. That is the only way that you will ever get to where you want to be in life, wherever your goal might lie. All right, guys, so one last thing before I let you all leave, and I leave you with my completely redundant outro. Mike and I are planning to meet up here very, very shortly, hopefully within the next week. It looks like some weather is going to be very in our favor, so we're going to try and get the Duramaxes together, as you all have been asking for nonstop. I know, guys, I see it, and I'm really excited about getting the two trucks together for you all as well. So with that said, let me empower all of you to drop a comment below and tell me what it is that you guys want to see us do. I mean, you know, do you want to see the trucks, you know, obviously together, but is there any comparisons that you want to see or anything? I mean, let me know, guys, because we will absolutely work all of those different wants and different suggestions into the video that we end up putting together for you all, my awesome viewers. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, or you're stopping in for the first time, please remember to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.